This is Truth Frequency Radio.
The wicked ones obviously under heavy Masonic influence.
Wanna know, are you true? Can you woo, 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 woo? We don't thug it like I do. Can you woo, 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 woo? I wanna know, are you true? Can you woo, 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 woo?
Right. Oh, this is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Johnny Whistles just alerted me there. Chat room. Illuminati. Fantastic. Guess what? We've got somebody who literally recorded sounds last year. Got it on YouTube. I'm going to play this audio. Let's take a listen to this. This is brilliant. Talk about interactive. Okay, we're playing now. We're just waiting for it to kick in here.
The hell is that? Strange. What the hell is that? Can you hear that, Cookie? What the hell is it, buddy, eh? Strange. What the hell is it? I heard this about 4 years ago. What the hell is it?
Absolutely brilliant. You know, I want to really give Illuminati so much credit for that. I mean, not only for having the awareness, right, to actually catch this, because so often these things catch us unawares. We're obviously not expecting something like this to happen. So, I mean, it's not the automatic response to actually get some documentary evidence of this. And not only that, right, you know, one of the biggest complaints I've always got with UFOs and sightings and things is that it's either a static image or sometimes because there's no point of reference. There's no, you don't see the background, the scenery changing too often. Maybe they're just looking at the sky. It could easily be CGI'd or, you know, just looped together to look like a longer experience. But this here, walking around, talking through it, the constant audio, the constant moving, I really am. I'm so impressed with this as a piece of evidence. Do you know what I mean, Scott? Because, sorry, Jimmy, I see you're wanting in here. I mean, sometimes, for obvious reasons, these things can be really shaky, dodgy. It could be anything. But right here, not just saying it because it's on the show tonight, but that's brilliant. That's one of the best ones I've heard.
Yeah, I just wanted to pop in for a second, Scotty, and say that people need to understand, too, Illuminati is down under and he lives off the grid. So if you want to understand how terrifying, I mean, he's out in the middle of nowhere, man. And
you know, just to add to that, Jimmy, my mum, who she's listening, she says, I asked her, is that similar, the same? She's like, you know, it's different, but it is similar. So it's not a direct kind of correlation between two of these noises. But Scott, one of the clearest you've ever heard?
Man, that made me feel really unnerved. I mean, if I'm good, I don't think I would have been as calm as Illuminati was. If I would have heard something that like that, because it was like a jolting, you would get these like bursts of it. That was like very, very unnerving. Yeah, that would freak me out big time. I mean, I was already. Just with what I heard, and that was just like a thunder sound. So I mean,
it's only because Illuminati is Australian that he was able to act so composed like that, because Australians are so brilliant, aren't they, Johnny? I mean, I've met so many Australians, and they're just so real. And you know, we'd be kind of like, oh my word, running for cover, but not an Australian. No, they go looking for where it's coming from. And if I'm ever facing a tough situation, I'm telling you, an Australian would be one of my first picks to get myself out of trouble with. We'll be back on the other side. Amazing. We'll be right back.
Snip a little ooh, don't really matter cause you're still my boo boo. We can slide out, ride out, back to my hideout. Your men are never.
And what an absolutely brilliant piece of audio that we were able to play before the break that related to the mystery sounds that Scott Lopez brought to the table tonight. And John, it comes from all the way down under. And, you know, I think there's a reason why we have, I would say, quite a large Australian audience for, when you look at the whole show, the actual listening numbers, it's quite disproportional how many people down under like the show. And I think that's because Scottish people and Australian people, the only difference, John, is they get the good weather. We're both kind of cut from the same cloth, right?
Yeah, we are. And the thing is, Kev, when they started shipping all the prisoners over there was a lot of Scots, obviously. But I think the Scots and the Australians, I think they were really very, very alike. It was like you couldn't really push them around because they were really streetwise. Do you know what I mean? The Australians, they were tough as nails. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, it's amazing. We have a great tradition with the Australian people, and so I think that'll continue, Kev, forever.
Absolutely, and anywhere that's got koala bears and kangaroos, it's definitely a winner with me. But I think we have to listen to even just a bit of that again, guys, because that was really up there in terms of an example of what we're talking about here. And just put yourself in the position of Illuminati, a strange noise coming from. Okay, I can do that. Jimmy needs to mute up. That wasn't the strange noise that Illuminati. He's probably sitting over there in Australia right now like that. What? I'm definitely on a different show. No, we're back to this show. Nice. Okay, folks, here we go. Take a listen one more time.
What the hell is that?
I really, really want to give Illuminati a big Australian man hug right now. You know what I mean? That is absolutely brilliant. And again, one of the best examples I've come across. You can check out lots of these sounds over on YouTube, stuff like that. There was a real spate of them. I think it was 2013. Might even have been before that, guys. And again, there was some you could really look at the audio kind of track and analyze it, and you would see that some were duplicated from originals that came out at the start. And again, people will question it, but I mean, that there, definitely something going on. No wonder people were calling it Trumpets of the Apocalypse Boys.
That was a lot different than the ones I've heard. I mean, that was a really freaky one. You know,
Yeah.
I mean,
That would have freaked me out, Scott.
Yeah. Like I said, props to Illuminati, because there would have been a lot more, let's just say, bleeped out words if I was the one filming that video.
I mean, Scott, you shared a video with me the other night. And I can't remember if there was audio with it or not, but it was of the lightning that you guys experience in Kansas. And me in Scotland here, I have never seen anything like this. I mean, it just shows you the power of nature, because I mean, I can't attribute that kind of noise there coming from the sky or coming from somewhere you don't know as to being anything other than a natural noise, even though we can't fully explain it.
Yeah, I think what makes it so freaky to me is that it comes in like these bursts. Like, you hear the noise and it stops, and it kind of makes you think it's over with, and then it starts again, so it jolts you back. That's what made it kind of freaky to me. But yeah, I don't know. Now, I'll tell you what, the sound from that lightning video that I sent you, to experience the sound coming from that was absolutely insane. Imagine thunder that never stops, like the rumble of thunder, but just continuously happening with occasional louder booms, but never ending for at least 30 minutes straight. Absolutely insane.
No, the thing about that, Scott, sorry, Kev, I remember watching a video where it was just lightning for about 30 minutes with no sound. There was no sound coming off the lightning.
Wow, that was Kent Rothman there. I mean, we call him, or he calls himself Illuminati in the chat room. I like that name. Love it. You know, that's kind of why I have the pyramid logo for the Kev Baker show as well, you know, just to poke fun at ourselves with their own names. And obviously, Illuminati. Love it. Brilliant stuff.
This is Truth Frequency Radio.
The wicked ones obviously under heavy Masonic influence.